This is video number 36 in the Book 2 series for all of the instruments. And in this video, we're going to learn to do a new time signature. So I need you to open up to page number 26 in your book. And I've got up here on the board the time signatures we've already learned. We learned 4/4 time, 2/4 time, and 3/4 time. Now remember, 4/4 time meant 4 beats in a measure, quarter note gets the beat. 2/4 time, 2 beats in a measure, quarter note gets the beat. 3/4 time, 3 beats in a measure, quarter note gets a beat. But what they had in common was they all had 4 on the bottom, and that meant a quarter note got the beat. We think, well, of course a quarter note gets the beat. Quarter note always gets the beat. Not anymore. Okay, so these are gone now, and what we are going to be doing is something called 6/8 time. Okay, now if a quarter note got a beat on those other ones with a 4 on the bottom, on this one with an 8 on the bottom, that means the 8th note gets 1 beat. An 8th note gets 1 beat. Okay? Now, an 8th note, it still takes 2 8th notes to make up a quarter note. All right? That will never change, no matter what time signature you're in, as long as we're talking regular 8th notes and not triplets. Okay? So that means that a quarter note is going to get 2 beats now, because there's still 2 8th notes in a quarter note, correct? All right? Now, a quarter note gets 2 beats. A dotted quarter note, well, if you answer this question, how many 8th notes fit in a dotted quarter note? 3 8th notes fit in a dotted quarter note, because 2 8th notes are in a quarter note, and a dot adds half of that. So 3 beats. Okay? So what else do we have? Let's see. Let's try a half note. How many half notes fit? How many 8th notes fit in a half note? 4. So a half note's going to get 4 beats. Now, a dotted half note will get 6. Now, you maybe have noticed that all I'm doing really is doubling everything. This used to get 1, now it gets 2. This used to get 1.5, now it gets 3. This used to get 2, now it gets 4. Used to get 3, now it's getting 6. Now, think about this. A whole note cannot exist in 6/8 time. A whole note cannot exist in 6/8 time, because a whole note would get 8 beats. And why is that a problem? Well, the number on the bottom tells us that an 8th note gets the beat, but the number on the top tells us there are only 6 beats in a measure. If you see a whole note in 6/8 time, something's wrong, because it's not allowed. It's not allowed. You can't have 8 beats in a time signature that has only 6 beats per measure. Okay? So what would a composer do if they wanted something that was that long? They would use a tie. They would tie a dotted half note to, we need 2 more beats. They would tie a dotted half note to a quarter note, right? Because now a quarter note gets 2 beats. So that's how you would get something with 8 beats. Let's not worry too much about that. Here's what I want you to know. I want you to know that whole note cannot exist in 6/8 time, and I want you to know why. But I also want you to know that basically everything is just doubled. It used to get half a beat, now it gets 1. Got 1 beat, now it gets 2. Okay? Now, the other thing that's important with 6/8 time. 6/8 time is all about the groove. Okay? 6/8 time is all about the groove. There are going to be 6 8th notes in one measure. And we might also see combinations with quarter notes and dotted quarter notes and dotted half notes. But I want you to notice, go ahead and look in your book. I want you to notice how they are grouped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You notice that they're grouped 3 together. Look on page 26, number 115. They're grouped 3 together. Now look down below 115, and you see that the 1 and the 4 are bolded. The 1 and the 4 are bolded. That's because there are 2 beats in this measure that are strong. Beat 1 and beat 4 are the strong beats. You might be sitting there saying, those look like triplets without the 3 on top. We'll get to that in the next video, okay? But right now, what I want you to think of is 1 and 4 are the strong beats. And those of you that already were thinking, hey, those look like triplets, they're going to feel like triplets. So let's do what we did with triplets. I want you to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but just turning your bow in circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the feel of 6/8. 6/8 has a very circular feel. Okay? Now, I want you to try number 115, but you're going to shadow bow it, and you're thinking circle still. Okay? Try 115. I'm going to move this over. Shadow bow 115 on open D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you have a quarter note, if you have a dotted quarter note, it's going to get 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A dotted quarter note takes up 3 eighth notes, 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember that feel right there. Shadow bow 115. And 1, 2, 3, 115. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Off. 6 whole beats for that last note. Okay, play now with me. The dotted quarter notes are going to get 3 beats. And beginning, open D. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Off. Now I want you to try 116. Shadow bow it. Shadow bow 116. And D major. We're back in good old D major. 1, 2, 3, ready, say, go. D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Off. Now play that with me. 116. And 1, 2, 3, ready, say, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Off. Okay? Now, I want to show you one other rhythm here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to erase all this. It's kind of clogging up the board here. I'm going to take the first 2 eighth notes and turn them into a quarter note, okay? So these 2 now are going to become a quarter note. All right, so that has 1 and 2, and then this is an eighth note by itself on beat 3, okay? I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to take these 2, beat 4 and 5, and turn them into 1 quarter note and make that its own eighth note by itself. This is a very common rhythm in 6/8 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bow that in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I want you to look at 117 and look at measure 3. You see what it's done? It's got that rhythm, but it's with a hooked bow. Okay? So let's try that now. Okay? Go kind of slow. I'm going to move the camera back a little bit again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Join me. Down, down, up, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Now let's play, or shadow bow 117. Shadow bow 117. And 1, 2, 3, shadow bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Main thing I want you to remember right now about 6/8 time is beat 1 and 4 are the most important beats, because we're going to change our counting in the next video. Right now you need to get that feel of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now play 117 and 1, 2, 3, play and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Now, What I would suggest you do is practice 115 through 117 and get the feel. 6/8 time is all about the groove and getting the right feel. The circles will help you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. That's going to help you a lot in getting all of this 6/8 stuff going on, okay? Because we're about to change our counting, okay? So get this 115 through 117. Get that feel stuck in your head. Practice them a lot so you'll be ready for your next video.